This is the worst year to buy Pokemon cards. We already know how incredibly hard it is to obtain the newest sets right now, like Prismatic Evolutions. You either have to wait 1 to 2 hours outside of a store before they open and restock just to get a chance to get an ETB at an MSRP price, or else you're stuck buying at a reseller market that is pricing those ETBs and packs at 2 to 3 times the original amount, leaving us kind of screwed over. Now Nybrisk, maybe this is just this one set. It's just, I don't even care about the EVs. I don't care about any of the SIRs. I actually care about the older sets. I still like those SIRs. I want to try and get those packs. Good luck. Now, since we can't even get the new Prismatic Evolutions, this means that the demand for some of the older sets is also increasing. And since they're not printing those anymore, those prices are increasing. I mean, look at Paldea Evolve, look at Twilight Masquerade, look at Crown Zenith. All of those SIRs and ETBs are rising in price, except for Shrouded Fable. I'm looking at you, Josh. But as you can see, even if you're trying to get some of the older sets or the newer sets, you are going to be paying prices that have never been this high up until the past couple of months. And this trend is not going to stop. All right, Nybrisk, but what about the sets that are about to come out, that are going to release later this year? Are those going to be available to us at the same price, or higher? Let's talk about it. So some of you might already know, but the Pokemon Company had already announced that even at full capacity in all their printing facilities, they are struggling to keep up with the demand of the Prismatic Evolution sets, making these, hold on. Making these packs almost impossible to get at MSRP. Pokemon is planning to release a few sets here in 2025. We're gonna have the Journey Together, which is a tag team, which we haven't had in a long time. We already have the Japanese cards showing up. The SIRs look beautiful. The demand is gonna be just as high. Not only that, but you have a rumor of a black and white 151 set that Pokemon is going to release, equivalent to the current 151 set of the Kanto region. We still have yet to confirm the Team Rocket set that could potentially come near the end of this year. All of these sets are gonna have just as high of a demand, if not more, than this Evolution set. And if Pokemon is still stuck with the supply issue, we're gonna see, again, high demand, low supply, leaving us in the same situation we are right now with Prismatic Evolutions. You're gonna get scalped for 2 to 3 times the amount that you would pay at MSRP. Well, Nybrisk, how can I take advantage of this? I still want to buy cards, I still want to be a collector. I don't want to skimp out on all these sets. What can I do? If you really want to get some of the newer sets, get familiar with your store, know when they're going to restock, and get there extremely early in order to have a chance to get at those sets. If you're a vintage collector, this is probably the perfect time to start buying some of those vintage cards that you have been looking for. So far this year, the prices have been pretty stable despite the rise of prices of the newer sets. So if you're really looking for some of those older ones, it might be the time to get them. But if you're not just looking to collect and you're looking to make a little bit of money, there are also plenty of options for that. What you can do is start buying singles that have a high chance of being PSA 10 graded and submitting them in order to make your profit margins. Right now, the difference between ungraded cards and graded cards is really big. Sometimes even 4 to 5 times the amount of the original ungraded card. So even if one of them hits, you'll definitely get your money back. But again, you want to hunt for things that are PSA 10 worthy. All the evolutions right now, if you get a PSA 10 worthy card, you are going to make a ton of money if you get them back at PSA 10. Trust me. I have a video already of me flipping some of my cards into PSA 10s, and I made over $500 with just 6 cards. Imagine what you can make with all the SIRs in the Evolution set, or even some of the ones in the older sets. Now, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do a little bit of both. Tomorrow, I'm actually meeting somebody because they're trying to sell their entire Jungle Based and Unlimited collection. I actually have a really good deal on it, and that'll be actually my first completion set of some of the more vintage Pokemon cards. Normally, vintage tends to be cheaper during the beginning of the year and tends to increase in price near the summer months. So maybe you'll see me at a Collecticon selling it. So if you're interested, let me know. And as you can tell, I've been buying a lot of the Evolution SIRs. I actually have a Terapagos in there and a few some of the promo cards that I can flip for PSA 10s. So although the market right now is incredibly crazy when it comes to buying some of the newer cards and even older ones, there's always a way to take advantage of this. And I hope y'all are able to get the cards that you want this year. And maybe you can show those to me at a Collecticon near you. So thanks for watching. Keep the hobby alive. Cheers.